Welcome to Twin Flames with Josephine, Celeste, psychic, soul doctor, and shamanic healer, specializing in all areas of twin flames. I'd just like to mention that all these YouTubes are encoded with love and light, and this is to help you come into a higher frequency within yourself. Sometimes it might trigger you, and that's why you have a good feeling when you watch them as well. I've had a couple say to me that they even fall asleep while they're listening to the YouTubes. And it's made them go to sleep, and it's very relaxing. Now today I'm going to talk about what I do in my work, because a lot of people have been asking me, what is it that you do? And as I said to you, all of us twin flames, for me, as I have evolved into becoming a soul doctor of twin flames, we all have our unique gift, and I don't know if it's going to stop there and it keep on evolving, which I presume it will, because I'm still keep working on myself. So, back in '87, I started off just as a psychic. Then about 20 odd years ago, I became a shaman, and I was told this. Then in 2012, I was told I was a soul doctor for twin flames, and I didn't even know what twin flames was at that point. So I'm going to explain a little bit of the work that I do at the moment and now when I do the one-on-one sessions. Later on I will be looking at doing group work or some online work, but not at the moment. We're just getting all these YouTubes up and running and refining it a little bit for you guys as we go. And then once that's sort of in a nice place, then as I'm guided to, I'll certainly be doing some other work, probably I would say online. So what I do is basically two services. One is the readings, but it's not your typical tarot, because I'm a shaman, so I go to the core of whatever it is that's going on for you. So in a reading, you tell me your story, even though I am psychic. We start off the same, because your frequencies, you say your full name and your birth date, and if you know your twins, that allows me access to your universe, both of you, and your Akashic records, and anything else, your inner child, and so on. And from there, you tell me your story. And as you're talking, I'm getting information poured into me as to what guidance to give you, where to go, what to do or not do at that particular point, or what's happening, or why has it happened. Yeah? And everything is all about, getting you into where your soul wants you to go. Now, in a lot of the sessions, and what I see, and including myself, I've gone through this, is that we go on our path, our spiritual path, thinking it's what we want. It's not. And I've paid such a high price in that learning. It's what the soul wants to learn. It's what your destiny, you need to be aligned with that. And I'll just point that out at the moment. That's very important. Otherwise, it can cost you in some way, whether it's emotionally, whether it's a learning, I know that. But we're at a point now where they want us to hurry up, yeah? And it's like, come on, get it moving now. It's time. Because time is literally running out. So with the readings, obviously you can ask me questions, because I like to always work with you as well. Whatever that is. It doesn't matter what it is. And I've had all sorts of very intimate things said to me, shared with me, that people needed help with, and so on. So with the reading, basically that's it, yeah? A large part of my work is the healing work. And sometimes we do a bit of the reading bit in the healing when we start. So whether it's a bit of reading or, monitoring what's going on and guiding it and transforming you and whatever else is needed, yeah? Retrieval, soul retrieval, any of the shamanic work, yeah? Spirit work. So in the first half, what happens is we sit down, we talk, we touch base, what's going on, what's happened, what is happening if it's your first session, and what has happened if it's a continual session, yeah? I'm really, really proud to say that with most of the one-on-ones, they're all progressing, yeah? Even if they're not with their twin, as I'm not with my twin at the moment. But I'm really proud to say there's another 5 on the way to coming into union. So, you know, I'm doing something right. And so the thing is that it's really, really important, as I said, to be on your spiritual path, meditation, meditation, meditation. That's very, very important, because that's the key to get you into your authentic self. But normally we need help as well. I still see other practitioners myself, time to time. So the thing is that with the shamanic healing, the first half we touch base, whatever it is, and everyone's unique. No one's the same. Yeah, there are some paintbrush things that go on, like we're all codependent, that happen. But you know, if the story is usually fairly unique, and then we get into, I create another. That's in a sacred space already, which I prepare prior, whether it's a reading or a shamanic healing, to us connecting. And then what happens is that we then go into the healing side of it. And I'll have my notes, like what I've been instructed, which I'll go through with you and say, you know, how does this resonate with you? Because that's to help you get empowered. I know what I have to do. I know my work. But I do little subtle things to help you get empowered. And also, it's nice to know, you know, what sort of work we're doing. It's your soul. So you and your twin. So then we go through, you know, okay, we're doing this, 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 and this. And then I do drumming work. And then through the drumming, I invoke whatever I'm guided. And then we do the healing work, whatever that is. So that's sort of a general outline as to how I do the work, though it's a lot more intense than that, if I can use that word. It's a lot more specific to where you're at that moment, you and your twin. Most of the work is with both of you, by the way, yeah? And so the work, what it does is bring you into yourself, because there's so much of us missing through, you know, through what we've been through. So it's bringing you back to you. It's bringing you, you know, we bring back the gifts, which many of us have lost over time. Not all of it. I'm talking about the real authentic, unique gifts of who you are and what you're here for example. You know, there's inner child, which is really, really important for us. I mean, it's all very important, because the inner child is the foundation of this life. And, you know, as twin flames, we're very, very resilient, we're very powerful, potentially very powerful, because we are the creators of everything. But, you know, if that inner child is wounded, it can cause a lot of issues. I find the divine masculines have a lot of issues with this, and that's where they have addictions, patterns, this life, past life, and they seem to get stuck in it because, you know, it's just what they know, really. So it's really important for the divine feminine, which is us, to continue on our path for ourselves, but in doing that, you know, there'll come a time when and that's why it's so important to stay. This is a spiritual journey. Make no mistake. This is a spiritual journey, what we're all on. If you know, really want to get into what you're here for. So the thing is that so the work is very, very spiritual, as I said, in a very sacred space. And I mean, there's a lot more to it than just that. But the main thing is that we get to the core, and it's specifically tailored to what you need. Though there are some, as I said, general things like, you know, past life, soul retrieval, and so on. So I'm just trying to think what else is there. I give tools as well for you to be empowered. That's what it's about. I encourage you a lot to come into your own, you know. And if you're seeing other practitioners, I don't crack up about that, because my concern is you. It's your journey and you becoming on who you're meant to be, because I believe we all see who we're aligned to see. And it's really important that you feel that, you know, who you resonate with. Now, I must say, this year, a lot of twin flames are very awake, and they know, like, you know, what they feel. The other thing I'm just being told now is that we are going to be fast-tracked coming up to May, June. This is just coming through now as I'm speaking to you. A lot of twin flames are going to be fast-tracked, and that's one of the reasons why the masters, the universe, wanted me to do these YouTubes. See, I didn't even know. I just trust. I know there. So it's really important, and the ones that are not where they're meant to be, they'll certainly be shown. Just seeing what else they want to tell you. All answers that you need are within. The knowledge, because I'd like to get into teaching later on. The knowledge is all within you, they're saying. But also, you're being tested, you're being tried, all of us, to see what the universe will give you, yeah? Or align with you. Because this is really, really important. In a way, they've taken the divine plan off the time of Atlantis. And it's the same. All twin flame collective, we're all coming together, we're helping each other. And also, it's a very similar plan where the twin flames will, take their rightful places on the earth, in the positions through their life purpose. But of course, it's done in these modern times, not how it was back then. And with a lot more knowledge and wisdom, because we've come a long way since then. So I'll leave that there for today, and I hope that this has helped you and inspired you, and given you an insight to what I do. Any questions, please ask me in the comments, about what I do. But I've kind of given you a general outline, yeah? Do you reckon? Yeah? Yeah. Just asking, they know my work, of what I do. And so that way you have an idea of, what to expect if it's your first time. So with much love in my heart, as you saw, most of that was channeled, and I didn't know half of that information that came through at the end. And any questions, or you'd like to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Melbourne based, so I do one-on-one sessions in person or on Skype. As you know, the readings and the shamanic healings. I work with the Akashic Records, of course, and everything is all drawn and headed towards raising your soul frequency, yeah, and your frequency, coming into union with self and your mission. So important. All the work I do gets to the core of the issues, and we work back from that. I do have Patreon, and thank you for those who have already donated. I really appreciate it. And you can contact me through the email. I do have novels, if you would like an autographed novel. It's a journey that you go on, and it's interesting what everybody gets out of it, actually. And I can autograph that for you. And please subscribe so we can let you know as soon as the new videos come out. And again, I thank you for being part of this tribe, and till I see you next time, much love and much light to you and your journey.